Hi Virgos, happy birthday to you. This is your birthday month. Some of you, of course, may have been born in August, but this is your birthday season, so welcome. Now, this is your September 2020 reading, so I'm going to pull all the cards straight away because I've got a bit of a spread, and then we'll dive in. So if you want to fast forward a couple of minutes to when the reading starts, feel free to do that. And we'll get a couple from the stick, and then some tarot. Always do those one or four. Okay, Virgo. Right, let's have a look. So right off the bat, now, I don't have this card on the table, but right off the bat, I'm getting a very Hierophant energy for your reading this month. Very much a Hierophant energy. So I think many of you are going to be stepping into a role of teaching other people about spirituality, stepping into some kind of spiritual profession, some kind of healing art. Yeah, because we've got the Healer of the Ages card here, and then we've got the sixth chakra in reverse and the all tied up card. And so I very much feel like you're going to help other people heal who have very blocked intuition, that keeps them stuck, that makes them feel trapped. I feel like, yeah. And it may be that this month you unblock yourself and you move out of any energy in your own life that's keeping you stuck, that's keeping you entangled codependently with anybody that's anybody that you've got an attachment with that's maybe not meant to be on your life path or your journey forward because they're just no longer on the same vibration as you. Now I'm saying that because we've got the Lovers card in the message of concern here. So I feel like for some of you, you may have this awareness. There may be some sort of conflict even that takes place within some kind of partnership that at one time felt very harmonious. It felt like a good fit for you. But I do get that it's not going to feel like a good fit moving into the future. Now for some of you, this may be leaving a work situation, leaving an entire career behind. You might have spent your entire life working in a particular field up until this point, and it felt like the right thing for you, but I almost feel like for many of you this month, you're going to be called and you're going to feel it intuitively that you want to move into some sort of healing profession, some sort of spiritual profession. So maybe you want to become a massage therapist or a physiotherapist or a counselor or a Reiki practitioner or a yoga teacher or some sort of spiritual teacher, anything really in that realm. It'll be different for all of you, but I feel like that's what's going on for you. So if this isn't resonating up until this point, this just may not be your reading. And the reason I say that is because up here, which is my placement for unexpected this month, we've got toil and labor and poverty. So this indicates working at a job, exchanging your time for a paycheck, but doing something you no longer enjoy, something you don't find rewarding, and feeling just really heavy of heart, feeling really depressed and despairing, feeling like this just isn't worth it, it's not fulfilling. And that is up there in the unexpected position. So you may not see this coming. It may just be this realization that comes to you rather suddenly, because down here we've got the Knight of Swords. So that's a very swift energy. And it's paired with the King of Wands, which is a very charismatic, entrepreneurial energy. It's a very, what's the word? The King of Wands is someone that's not afraid to chase down their dreams. They're often very connected to their intuition, and are very creative about how they go about establishing their wealth, their position, their sort of leadership status in the world, because they are a very influential person. And they're someone that a lot of other people admire, a lot of other people are drawn to them. They can be a very like social energy. And yeah, you've got this Knight of Swords that's facing the King of Wands, that's facing justice. And in this particular reading, I'm getting that justice for you is like this was your divine destiny. This was your divine life purpose to enter into this new form of employment. But it's not just employment. I really want to emphasize that it's like life purpose. This is like your vocation, your thing that you were meant to do, this thing that you are uniquely qualified to do, like, because who you are and your particular personality traits, your particular skills, your particular life experiences, your particular wisdom have all kind of led to this moment for you to be the perfect person to do this kind of healing profession in the way that you will do it. Now, over here, we've got the Great Fortune card. Now, this is the happiest card in this fin de Siecle fortune-telling deck. So it's almost the equivalent of the Sun card in the traditional tarot. And so it's over here in the home life position, which can relate to home, family, anything like that. But I feel like this is very connected to the same thing. It's almost like once you leave behind people in your life that you've been attached to that no longer are meant to be there, once you've unlocked your own intuition and you've really connected to that, and once you've left behind a job potentially suddenly that's no longer fulfilling, and you have an idea, an inspired idea for something you want to do that's going to be a very positive healing influence on the world, and you start that endeavor, you know, you really become an entrepreneur and you just put yourself out there and you start that, I feel like, you know, like justice is going to turn in your favor, luck's going to turn in your favor, you're going to have a lot of wealth come in, you may make a lot of new friends that just really enrich your life. You may meet your soulmate if you're not married, you know, you may meet the romantic partner of your dreams. You may be really rewarded financially for this new line of work that you go into that's going to enable you to buy this beautiful house and live this life of luxury, because we do have this, like I say, it's a card of happiness, it's a card of fulfillment. So your role this month, Virgo, is to take on the energy of a mature man. Now you see this man, he's in his study, he's got a whole lot of books behind him, he's got a world globe in front of him, he's got very kind of old-timey clothes on. He sort of reminds me of like a historian or a psychiatrist even, but this is a very well-educated man. He's somebody that's interested in culture and history and geography. He's someone that studies, he's someone that reads, he's someone that travels. So the advice for you this month is to really study, really apply yourself, read new philosophies, expand your mind, expand your thinking, because in doing so you're going to have these epiphanies, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom which will really serve you in your healing career. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom and tools that are going to first help you heal yourself so that you can heal others. And it's just an energy of just expand your mind to new things, whatever that may be. You may want to read up on an ancient religion. You may want to read up on a particular time in history, a particular race or civilization. You may want to understand the civil rights movement. You may want to read about the Mongolian Empire, or investigate like Greek mythology or whatever, but it's just an energy of learning and of being really open-minded, really curious. And it's the same sort of energy here that we have for the potential outcome for you guys. So we've got the courtship card. Now the courtship card in this deck, it doesn't mean courtship like we would typically necessarily think it to mean. It doesn't necessarily mean like dating. It doesn't actually necessarily have anything to do with romance, but it's that energy of meeting new people, talking to new people, trying new hobbies. It's that energy of going to different networking meetings, exposing yourself to different groups of people and different ideas. And so these two energies are very symbiotic. You know, this is more an energy of exposing yourself to new hobbies and networking and meeting more people. So this is more of a social energy, whereas this one's much more of an internal healing and studying and researching kind of energy. So this is your role, and this is what's going to come in for you sort of by the end of September, start of October. So you may find that if you do your healing work this month and you have this idea for this new healing business or healing venture or this new thing that you want to do to be of service to the world, to add value to the world in some way, it may be that this is the energy of you starting to get new clients, you know, you having Zoom calls and Skype calls and getting to know people and counseling people and coaching people, or going along to like your local business association meetings, or talking to people about funding your venture. So this is amazing. It's a beautiful reading. I do very much feel like your success in this is guaranteed. And like this whole thing is very divine. It's very, this is the way things are supposed to be. There's a lot of 5 energy in this reading. We've got the 2 + 3 equals the 5. We've got the 5 here. And yeah, like I was saying at the start of this reading, I've very much got the energy of the Hierophant card from this reading. And the Hierophant, of course, in the traditional tarot is number 5. We've also got the 1 + 4 here, so that's another 5 energy. So, and then we've also got 1, 5, and 5, 1. So those add up to 6, obviously, but it's 1, 5, 1, 5 if you've been seeing that kind of number anywhere, or 5, 1, 5, 1. I think that this is a sort of additional confirmation for you that this reading is probably for you. But yeah, this mature man, he's really just giving me Hierophant vibes. That energy of, like, you know how if you've ever seen one of the more traditional depictions of the Hierophant card in the tarot, you've normally got this sort of teacher wearing robes, and he's normally got a couple of students sitting below him learning from him. And I very much feel like you're going to become, or you're asked to become by Spirit, you're being guided to become that person that learns for himself or herself, so that you then become that teacher, and you're going to teach other people about spirituality, other people about healing, other people about how to free themselves from things that they feel trapped and bound to. So, oh my gosh, this is a stunningly beautiful energy. I'm really excited for you guys. Take care, and I'll catch you again in October. Bye.